Doesn't this bee have the life swimming in the nectar of a flower? Wouldn't you love your finances to feel exactly like that? Would you love money to flow into you in a short amount of time in a large quantity? Hi Earthlings, I'm Trice, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how to manifest money with a step-by-step process and show you real-life examples of how real-life people manifested $15,000 or more by simply taking the actions that are required to order a pizza. The first step, and it's going to sound absurdly simple, is you have to claim it or choose it. If you're like, got it, Trice, check, let's move on. Let's just reflect here for a second. Because it's easy to think we're claiming or choosing wealth when actually what we're doing is begging, hoping, pleading, wishing, feeling desperate like it's not going to happen. Think about any time in your life when you've needed money. I can remember when I got fired from my fashion design job because I didn't want to clean the bathroom. I know, different story. And I did not have enough money to pay the next month's rent that was due in 2 weeks. And I pouted on my couch for a day, but then I was petrified and living in fear the next morning. I was walking past this little diner in Astoria, and I was like, well, maybe I should walk in there and get a job. Even though I knew maybe I'd make $50 a day, maybe $80 a day, but I was so desperate to make money fast that I had lowered my standards to the smallest possible bar. If I would have went in and applied for that job, that would be an example of not claiming what I really wanted. And I'm going to use Jen, that's her real name, the author of You Are a Badass at Making Money. This is a terrific book. If you like my channel, Law of Attraction Money, then you will love it. It's really fun to hear her story, which I'm going to tell you of how she claimed her power, how she claimed the money that she wanted, and ended up manifesting $15,000 in 48 hours and then went on to manifest millions of dollars. She was living in a garage, not even a house, not even a double garage, a single car garage as her home. And she was in her young 40s and she was just tired of being broke and poor. She made about $30,000 a year, hit or miss, come and go as a freelance writer. She was worn out of feeling desperate and poor and pathetic, her words. So she decided she was going to figure out how to get out of this circle maze of poverty and fly into the life that she so wanted. This is a part of the story that even I choked at. And you'll see that this is a very helpful ingredient, this dissatisfaction, this I can't take this any longer. That can be such a great catalyst to try something new. And for her, that's what happened. She decided she needed to get up off her booty and become the girl she was supposed to be. So she hired this coach for $85,000. Now, it's not essential that you hire a coach or you drop $85,000 because we're going to give you the formula right here. The most important thing to know is you just have to choose to be wealthy. Not want to be wealthy, not wish to be wealthy, not hope you can be wealthy. Choose it. Claim it. If you do that, next part is as easy as ordering a pizza. The second step is you have to define how much money you want and in what time period you want. This is pretty simple and straightforward. So Jen's coach told her, how much money do you think you can attract in 1 week? And the most she had ever attracted before was $1,000, maybe $2,000. So she said, okay, I'm going to be brave. And this week, I'm going to attract $5,000. And then I'll tell you what her $85,000 a year coach told her to do. She says, great, we have our number. Now let's double it. $10,000 in 1 week. Now, Jen knew this fabulous thing about time. The work that you give yourself will grow to the size of the time that you give it. So she said that a week was too long, even though she had never even done that before, even though this was 5 times more than she ever made before in 1 week in her whole life. She said, I'll do it in 2 days. I love the deadline. I love the time because everything that we've ever gotten in our entire life comes down to one thing: focus. What we focus on expands. If we're depressed and we keep asking ourselves, why am I so depressed? Your mind will automatically find more answers. It does that on any subject. I have clients who can't even look at the numbers and their net worth still goes up, which seems almost impossible. Because if I can get them to focus on an action that would increase their income or decrease their debt, then the numbers are simply a result. So pick a number, double it, and give yourself 2 days to 1 week. Now the question you have to ask yourself is, do you like giving gifts? Step 3, what is your gift? What are you going to give? Money, what money is, has gotten so lost in translation over our feelings and our prejudices against it. Money is the root of all evil. Only greedy people have money. Let's talk about money as it truly really is. Money is simply a medium for exchange in giving and receiving. A little piece of paper that we all agreed on that just makes everybody's life easier when you want to give something or receive something. And this does not have to come from hard work or toilet cleaning. It can come much more effortless. For example, my sister was going to France with my mother, and I was just kind of squeaking by, a couple decades ago, and I did not have $1,000 plane ticket, the money to take off work and all that. My sister said, "Hey, I'm doing really well. Let me buy your plane ticket and come and spend time with us. We really want you there." My gift in that point was my presence. It made the journey more fun. So think of the gift you're giving. In Jen's case, she's like, okay, I'm a writer. I'm really good at writing. I got my book published. So I'm going to start teaching people how to write your own damn book.com, something like that. And she said that she was going to sell 3 of those packages for $3,000 each to try to come up with her $10,000 manifested. But that's not really what happened. And that's why it's really important to mind this step. Step 4, be open to the signs from the universe. What we think is our gift, and even though it's important to always think of giving, if you want to receive large sums of money, sometimes the universe brings you what you want in a totally different way. This happens to me more often than not. I have my gift already. I want to help people with their portfolios, and then the universe brings it to me and just drops it in my lap from a gift from a friend or a family member. I got $15,000 of checks in the mail, and I thought my gift was going to be giving my financial planning service. This is the exact same thing that happened to Jen. She thought she was going to give the gift of helping people write their books, but as soon as she finished that conversation with her coach, she got an email from a client that she hadn't seen in years. And back when she was helping him about 2 or 3 years before, she was charging him like $25 an hour. He called to see if she was still doing coaching because he really felt like he wanted to be pushed to the next level, and she was the girl that would take him there. And Jen did not miss this sign from the universe and have blinders on and say, "Nope, I'm busy selling my packages for my book writing course." She did something that's essential to manifest money quickly, but that most people don't do. 5th and final step, to attract large amounts of money in a short period of time, it's essential to expand into the richer version of yourself. And this is going to feel 2 ways: exciting and freaking scary. In Jen's case, she had that client that called her several years before. He was paying $25 an hour. And so it'd be very easy for her to say, "I can't charge him more. He's going to think I fell off my rocker." But she said, "Oh my gosh, you have come to the right person because I have never been in a better position to serve you than now. We can get your dreams together, and it will cost you $12,000. From $25 a session to a $12,000 package. I think it came out to about $300 an hour. Ask yourself, how would that make you feel? Could you do that? I hear from my clients, people are going to think I'm greedy. People are going to think I've lost my rocker. People are going to reflect back to me that I'm not worth that much. But Jen owned her power. He signed up on the spot, and he ended up making like $1.5 million the next year in his business because she rose to the occasion, said that I'm worth it, and therefore you are worth it. And that only could have been done without desperation, without neediness. I have a client, she is a painter, and she texted me yesterday and she's like, "Trice, I am so overjoyed." I had a gallery contact me and asked if I would do commissioned paintings, so originals at a high price, with a 50-50 split. Now that's not the exciting part. The exciting part, she said, is I negotiated back for the first time in my life and said, how about 60-40, 60% for me and 40% for you. And she said, I have no regrets. It does not matter what they say. She was so happy that she was holding her own value. That was the win. And when you feel that way, when you expand into that financial level of yourself, more money shows up. It feels counterintuitive, but from the outside looking in, when you see somebody holding their value, talking the talk, walking the walk, looking the walk, don't you see them getting what they want? So if you don't feel that way now, you can simply act as if by watching this video, or shift on an identity level, which I find so freeing. You can watch this video here. To continue on with Jen, she just did not stop at the 12,000 and say, oh, I hit my target, because she already made that in the first couple hours. She then went on and asked all the people that she knew if they would like to sign up for her new $3,000, I'll help you get your book done coaching. And she got one new client, totaling $15,000 in less than 48 hours. But it worked so well. She did not stop there. She went on to make this book, You Are a Badass, and then this book, and has created millions of dollars streaming to her yearly, going from $30,000 a year at middle-aged to a multi-millionaire. She's no different than you or me. So try it. Just try it as an experiment. And then when it works, just keep doing it. And you will be as rich as you want to be. Now, if you like these types of videos, will you sprinkle some love on my like button? I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time. And I respond to all comments. So if you feel like chatting, leave me some love. And until next time, ciao!